What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, and you might be new,
because we've got a lot of new ones.
We do a video every week kind of reacting and kind of commenting and having a little discussion based off of your comments.
Answering the questions.
Yeah, we kind of share our thoughts, look ahead, stuff like that. So we want to jump right into it.
Yes.
And it's one of my favorite videos of the week because
I think it's your favorite too because you get to be acknowledged for your comments.
Yeah, I love interacting with the people who watch our stuff and comment. So
totally.
And up first from Vanessa Ramirez. Carl saying goodbye to Judith and giving her the hat got me choked up. When he said goodbye to Michonne and Rick, sent me over the edge. Definitely going to miss Carl, and I'm very curious to see how Rick is going to handle his death. What was the hardest scene for you between all of the different goodbyes and...
Well, being a mommy, I mean, I don't have a son, but we have two daughters, and the cry of Judith, that hurt my heart. And then Rick and Michonne waiting outside the church and just hearing the one gunshot.
That was my hardest. That's what hit me the hardest.
I'm gonna cry right now. Thinking about, like, he's by himself, his dad's and Michonne. I mean, she's like a mom. So, like, his mom and dad sitting outside, waiting for him to take care of it, and then never being able to see him again.
That was easily the hardest scene for me to watch.
I don't know. Are any of you guys parents? Yeah. Did it hit you harder because you're parents? Let me know.
Yeah, I mean, just watching Rick's reaction when you hear the gunshot, he just like...
falls apart. He just falls apart.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like, the whole episode was hard to watch, but...
What a roller coaster, folks.
Yeah, and the other part of that question is, it's going to be interesting to see how Rick is going to handle. What do you think? Which direction do you think Rick goes in? Because he had that little conversation with Carl telling him, like, Dad, you could be the good leader.
You could be better.
Yeah. Like, do you think he follows that, or do you think he goes off the deep end?
No, I think he honors Carl. Well, in the best way he can. I mean, he still has to take care of stuff because Negan's still being an a-hole.
I think that's the most intriguing part of kind of what happens now is, like, does Rick lose his mind even though, like, Carl kind of gave him that, like, little pep talk and, like, that motivation to be good? I don't know. I don't think...
Negan's a good a-hole, by the way.
I think Rick's just going to be so destroyed and so upset and so angry that he's just going to... He's going to have to handle business the way that he needs to handle business.
But Carl is like, don't take this with you. I mean, he said that to Michonne, but still, don't take this with you.
That's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah, I mean...
He's lost his wife.
It's not like he died of old age.
He lost his son.
Yeah.
Up next, from Left Hook Ricky.
What up?
I missed you, Foxy Nikki, and Grappling Steve. I predict Jadis will join Rick's crew and head to the sanitation department. Negan will be the gardener. Eugene will be the science teacher. And Daryl/Dwight will form the D&D tracking and hunting services. They will take survivors on a 3-day hunting trip for a fee, of course.
Of course.
That is...
Where are you coming up with this stuff?
That is hilarious. If that's what
you have the script for the next season.
If that's what the world is after, like, the war is all done, and that would be absolutely hilarious. Beth writes, man, I was a wreck when I watched it. Carl reminds me of my son. So there you go.
See, mommies. Yeah.
That Morgan kill though was freaking epic.
Right.
Yes, it was. He literally ripped a dude's guts out through his stomach.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's awful.
It's like, it was kind of hard to enjoy a lot of Morgan's scenes because the way they were cutting back and forth.
Yeah.
It was like, super sad. Oh my god, super sad. Oh wait, what is more, super sad? What is, it was really hard, just kind of the way it was kind of choppy, but.
I think they wanted to just keep your mind off of it.
Yeah, just kind of keep you going, but. I mean, Morgan was a total badass. That's personally my favorite Morgan. Is when he's just running around.
Clear mode.
Just walking around, just destroying fools.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else can rip your guts out and make it look as awesome, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was very epic, very cool. A really cool scene to kind of intertwine with all the kind of sad and emotional stuff. So.
And then on Talking Dead, when they actually showed how they do it, and he's talking about wet Play-Doh, all like, ew!
Gross. Purple Capricorn, this is just a fun one. Y'all should cosplay as Carol and Shane. Just in case you forgot. You know, we get the whole Carol and Shane thing. I got my Punisher shirt on. So, yeah, that would actually be a lot of fun to actually, like, full on dress up like that.
But then I have to, like, grow my hair out a little bit. I'm not... That's too much high maintenance. I can't handle that.
BMC with something that a topic that I kind of bring up a lot. Carl was getting too old. They had to get rid of him. The actual timeline of this show isn't that long, but we've seen Carl go from a baby to like an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it always kind of tripped me out because based off of watching him grow up, it felt like the timeline was a lot longer, but obviously it wasn't. And I don't know, like,
I mean, because look at Judith. I mean, Judith is still technically a baby,
right.
But like...
And Maggie still has no bump.
No bump, so. But Carl is a man, so...
The actor has outgrown the character, essentially, which I always thought was... It just totally always tripped me.
Yeah, he had a major growth spurt there.
It always just totally tripped me out, because it was just... It's not like anything that ever distracted me from the show about the timeline.
No.
But it was just always like, wait, the show only's taken place like 2 years?
Yeah, you forget about how long this is actually supposed to have been happening.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still am not happy that they got rid of Carl. I mean, if that's the real reason...
I don't think that is. I think it was...
That sucks.
I think there are other motives involved, but...
We're
not going to get into the politics of that.
No.
I just thought that was an interesting comment because that's just something that always kind of made me think. Sophie, you always write the best comments. They're nice and long. They're super interesting. They got a lot of good info. And I always like to pick a little piece out of what you write.
So Sophie's an OG.
She is an OG. This episode has broken me. I truly don't have any words. I'm a big crier.
Wait, you need to emphasize broken.
She's a big crier.
Broken in caps. Yeah. Broken me.
I have shed many The Walking Dead tears. I've never cried more during an episode than I did during this one. It was
Shiva.
That was
Shiva.
Shiva and Glenn broke you really
bad. My God.
That was. I mean, Glenn's what set this all off to begin with.
You know what? I think why I was so upset with Glenn is because it was like with one swing of the bat. Like with Carl, like they gave you a prep, like, you know, the last or the mid-season.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, like, and it was gonna be like a slow.
It was just
like drawn out death.
It was extremely sad because of the way they produced the show and edited it and did like, I don't know. This is like. I think they said it on the Talking Dead afterwards, but like you usually don't get goodbyes on this show.
No.
Like with some of the really impactful deaths, they've all been pretty sudden and like, oh my God, Glenn's dead. Oh my God, Beth's dead. Oh my God, like
not in that order. But.
Right, but like it's very rare that we get to say farewell to like a main character.
A major.
I think that's what made this so emotional. It wasn't like a shocking impact, like, oh my God, like freak out kind of thing.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. It's you know, it hurts. It made me cry like more like when it was just like, bam.
Right.
Like it's over. It's done. There's no nothing. Goodbye.
But Sophie goes on. The thing that I wanted to hit on here is Negan's appearance in Carl's vision / dream. I was shook in a good way. I'm a fan of this twist, and. That was definitely again, it was one of those moments where it was kind of hard to like fully know what was going on because we had just seen basically Carl kind of handle business, and it was like, wow, Carl is such a good dude and got such a good heart that he even put Negan in his vision for what he wants the future to be. Like,
yeah, I mean, I was kind of taken aback by it. Like, wait, what? Why? What?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, there's something there with Negan.
Yeah, he's not again, like we've had this conversation many times over the first half of this season. Like, he's not a bad dude.
No, but
he's just looking out for his group.
Put yourself in his situation. Imagine if we started out with Negan and Rick was the one that, like, came and just attacked all of them. Like, put yourself there, and then it's like, oh, well, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they could. I don't know if Rick will ever be able to not kill him, because he's made that promise like 3 times, I think. But, like, if there's a way to have Negan and Rick, like, live in harmony together, and
I don't know, but over the
cool.
walkie-talkie, he was like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, so who knows what's going to happen there, but keeping Negan around would make me pretty happy, because I just think he's a really cool character.
And he's such a good actor.
And he's just awesome. And it's like, I've said it before, because I'm Negan. Anderson HBK. Steven was crying. He can't fool us. I don't know what you're talking about.
Those eyes were very glossy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But Anderson HBK is also an OG.
Yes, he is, absolutely. He goes on to say, oh my God, missed you guys so much. What an episode to return to.
Wait a minute. Anderson HBK, you haven't been watching our Punisher reactions? What do you mean you missed us?
Go watch our Punisher reactions. Carl wasn't always a favorite of mine, but it's always hard to see an initial character go. And that's another thing that I kind of wanted to hit on. Like, we've both been pretty tough on Carl over the years, just because he was a kid, and
we expect more from you.
And he would always make kind of just silly decisions to go off on his own to do, I don't know, prove to himself that he could go kill walkers, or I don't know what he was always trying to accomplish, but he made a lot of really bad moves. And
you know, most of the time he was just like, I'm grown, I can handle this.
Yeah, and helping Siddiq ended up being what hurt him and killing him.
But Siddiq is also in the medical field.
Right, so everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So that might actually be like a really, like, Carl's death might actually end up being a huge kind of gain and positive for the group, which I hope Siddiq follows through on that little promise.
This is like your, redeeming quality. Come on, man.
Yeah, because, I mean, we lost a really, really pretty important character. Kind of like everything Rick's done in his life has been, at least in terms of this world, has been for the better of his children, and his child died because he was out helping you. So pull through, do the right thing.
Don't mess it up.
Kick some butt. We'll be watching. This is a fun one from Blair. The plot of Terminator 6 should be John Connor heroically dies in battle and Morgan takes over, storms Skynet, ends the war, and saves mankind. It's just like, just the way he was walking around, just like chasing and killing people down, like that, like he was totally Terminator Morgan. Like,
yeah. Like, you're not running away from me. You're not getting away. I'm going to kill you.
You can run as fast as you want. I'm going to keep walking in my really... And then, like, when you saw a silhouette in, like, the window,
badass.
It was like, okay, Morgan, I see you. I'm scared of you.
Yes.
Kara W. writes, this broke me. Telling Michonne she is his best friend. Such a tough episode. So happy you guys are back, though. Ugh. My heart.
And also, Kara, are you not watching our Punisher reactions?
Yeah. that was another tough moment where they both kind of said, like, you're my best friend. Like, yeah, you're mine. Like...
Love you.
Why is it getting so dusty in here? Like, seriously. Goaty Gal with a really great post. She presented a couple questions to us.
I'm late.
First to Nikki, if you were in Michonne's shoes, what would be your next move, and how would you see the future of your group?
If I was in Michonne's shoes? I don't know if I would ever be right again. I mean, I would definitely just want to do whatever I could to fulfill Carl's hopes. But that's just me. But I also, I'm not taking from anybody. I will cut you in half.
And then she presented a question to me saying, if I were in Rick's shoes, how would I handle losing a son under the same circumstances? Would I try to make peace or go nuts? I think initially I would probably go absolutely berserk, probably for a minute, and then when it kind of like settled, I think I would be able to focus on the bigger...
Doing the right thing.
Yeah, like kind of make sure that we're doing all the right stuff and making sure that like the group and the team, because Rick's the leader, so in that scenario I would be the leader and I would still need to kind of get my shit together and, you know, keep moving for the greater good of the team and the group. But initially I would probably freak out and lose my mind and kill anything in sight. Be
full of rage.
Yeah, that's an awful, awful, awful thought. And yeah.
You know what? I changed my answer. I would be full of rage.
Steve209 writes, don't put away the tissue just yet. Wait until Carol, Maggie, and Enid find out about Carl.
Oh
this
my
episode
God.
made the movie Old Yeller look like a Seinfeld episode.
You know what? I didn't even think about that until I read your comment. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's going to be... Enid might like totally like lose her shit. Like, I think they all will probably.
Yeah,
like,
you know.
I mean, like her and Carl were best buds.
Well, I mean, they liked each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Carol and Maggie, they've known him for way longer.
Yeah, that's going to be, again, like two mother figures,
I mean,
essentially.
Carol's known him longer than Maggie, but
that's
she's seen him as like a little baby. And like, you know, and it's kind of like Carl took the place of Sophia. I don't know.
But yeah, duly noted. These episodes are going to continue to be sad.
Yes.
Got it. Clayman Ginfo writes, haven't watched The Walking Dead since Glenn died. Very understandable. Your reaction vid makes me want to watch it, and I feel the sadness. Did Carl really die? Ugh. I wonder what will happen to Rick now. Feel so sorry for Rick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that already, but that's amazing that you want to watch The Walking Dead again because of our reaction. That is just so cool. We love hearing that kind of stuff. Because, you know, we love this show. We're promoting the show. It's basically, you know, we're trying to spread it around.
It's our favorite.
Yeah, so...
Although, Punisher.
It's definitely something that we enjoy doing. And, like, getting comments like this, I think, is pretty awesome. That, you know...
I love all the comments about, hey, I'm new here. And I just subscribed. It's like... Thank you.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We love that. And
if you are new, 2,000
Yeah.
subscribers.
And if you are new, like, let us know because we love hearing it and we always try to say hello and thank you. So yeah, keep those comments coming. We love hearing from all of y'all. And
I'm the one who hearts them.
Yeah.
He's the one who likes them and or comments. And sometimes I comment and then I'll let you know if it's me commenting.
Exactly. And see, here's another one that I picked out from Alan Rice. I love this episode, by the way, and this is the first reaction I've watched on your channel. You've definitely earned a sub.
Thank you.
I'm looking
Alan,
forward. I'm looking forward to your videos. Keep up the great work. We really appreciate it. We love it. Thank you for coming and joining and sitting down and watching a really awesome TV show with us. We think it's pretty cool. So thank you very much.
And he works really hard on it.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Jennifer with a little bit of an off-topic question that I thought was kind of fun. Her full comment says, I am so sad that Carl is dead. And what's your favorite show besides The Walking Dead? You know, historically speaking, Dexter was one of our top ones.
True Blood.
True Blood
I missed that show.
Was easily one of our favorites. I was a huge House fan. I love watching House.
We watched it together. I liked it.
You liked House too?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I, of course, watch WWE programming on Mondays and Tuesday nights.
I'm kind of behind on 60 Days In. That's a good one.
We loved The Punisher, obviously. Go watch our reactions to those. That was an absolutely amazing show.
Yes. I mean, he is The Punisher.
I need a shave, though.
Although, thank God you haven't broken your nose 14 times. Yeah. Good Lord.
Still not a pretty nose.
Oh.
It's okay. Star Wars Rebels on Disney XD is an amazing show. That's ending soon. Nikki watches a lot of, like, really dumb... Like, I don't know what kind of shows.
Sister Wives stuff.
Like, I sit there, I'm just like, are you really watching that?
I stopped watching, the Little People drama. I stopped.
She loves the drama shows.
No, I don't. Not anymore. Because I don't have any drama in my real life. I like to watch it from afar. Like, you have the drama. I'm just going to sit back and watch it.
So yeah, those are some of the things that we like to watch. Mm-hmm. AAV Marine 1833 writes, if you look close at Rick's right hand, he has a knife stuck in it, referring to Rick in the final scene of the episode, which...
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, which created a lot of... I feel like that was like one of the biggest talking points coming out of this episode. Like, when does that take place? How did he get that knife stuck in his arm, which I also did not see, or in his hand. I didn't see. I just saw blood running down his arm.
I thought that there was something wrong with the show, like it cut off or something like that. I'm like, wait, well, where did this scene come from?
There's speculation.
That was odd.
There's speculation that it's post-war and that Rick is sitting at Carl's gravesite.
Like death tree.
Which is interesting if they're foreshadowing that. I mean, I guess obviously Rick survives the war. But I guess it's a little foreshadow that like maybe Rick fulfilled the mission.
That foreshadow has been there since, part A of season 8.
Those visions, those scenes have been kind of hard for me to keep track and follow. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see when that actually takes place. Because I don't know if there's an actual definitive answer as to when it happened. This is clearly a later down the road scene that we will see what happens.
Yeah.
That was just such a weird way to end the show, because it's like it's so emotional saying goodbye to Carl and watching like Morgan just rip through people and just destroy things, and then we just see kind of without a lot of context Rick sitting there bleeding. It's like, wait.
Well, I mean, is he bleeding? Is that his blood? Is it somebody else's blood?
I mean, if there's a knife in his hand, then I think...
I know, but like he also had blood on his...
I don't know.
Shirt.
I think we'll just have to wait and watch, right?
Totally, yeah.
And here is the last comment of the day from
K Cohere 33.
There you go. I'll let her say it. Haha, I thought I was the only one that still blamed Daryl. Not for Carl dying, of course, but at least he could have died in the comfort of his home with all his friends and family around him, not laying in a sewer with the rest of the community burning down. Nevertheless, I thought it was a beautiful episode that really honored Carl and the man he became, and he deserved this time for all of us to say goodbye to him.
He did.
That's a really good point, because I know a lot of people are split on this, but the idea that Daryl kind of deviated from Rick's plan kind of caused the Saviors to go out to blow everything up, which forced them to retreat into the sewer. So whether you blame Daryl or you don't blame Daryl, that's a
lot of blame, though.
But just the idea that like his one action caused this chain reaction of events, which, I mean, you could argue that the Saviors were probably going to come for them at some point anyways, but it might have kind of... I
mean, yeah, okay, I blame Daryl.
It might have just...
You shouldn't have taken the truck, and, it helped the guys get out. I mean, okay.
And we actually got to see how they got out,
Daryl.
which was kind of interesting. But yeah, like, if... And who's to say that if Daryl stuck to Rick's plan that it wouldn't have happened anyways? Like, I get that, but yeah, like, just like... Going back, people have mentioned it, going back to Glenn's death, a direct action of Daryl got... Like, we don't know if Negan was going to kill anyone else, but he wanted to prove a point, and because Daryl acted, Negan reacted.
Yeah.
And so, it's kind of like he...
But then why didn't he just kill Daryl?
To prove a point.
But Daryl is the one that went crazy.
Because it's just like in football, when this person over here does something wrong, the rest of the team does up downs and you got to sit there and watch. It's that kind
to make you suffer with having to live with that.
It's a very common punishment point for a bully type of leader. Like, you're gonna sit there and watch your team go through hell. In this scenario, Negan's like, oh, you want to act like an asshole? Well, I'm gonna kill this person so that you suffer through it and you feel responsible.
Yeah.
So
okay. I understand.
A couple of Daryl's actions have led to pretty severe things happening, and again, we don't know if those things would have happened if Daryl didn't act the way he did. But
still love you, Daryl.
I think Daryl's amazing, and like his goodbye to Carl was badass. He's like, dude, we're all here because of you. Like, again, it was an action that reacted from one of his actions, Carl wouldn't have had to save everyone if they weren't there to blow up the community. So
Okay. Yeah. See, but it's nice to get these different points of view, because then it makes you think differently.
Because I kind of see both sides of it, but again, I'm a cause and effect type of person, and Daryl's actions caused a certain thing to happen, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. So, good comment. Really good comments. There were so many comments, it was hard to pick the ones that we did. And
got 32 minutes.
Yeah. So we had like 200 plus comments or something to go through, and I thought these were the best talking points. And keep the comments coming even in this video, because we'll still react, we'll still respond, we'll still heart and like and do all that good stuff. And anything else?
Nope.
All right. So we will see you guys Sunday night, Monday morning for episode 10. Hopefully it's not as sad. I don't think it could be much more sad than that.
I think it will be.
But yeah, and also keep out for a video before the next episode, because we have a new show that we need to pick. So we're going to ask you for help. So keep an eye out for that video as well. And we will see you guys later. Cool? Bye.